The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
I want to share with you a story that a rabbi friend of mine recently related to me. There was a rabbi who was purchasing, in Eretz Israel, he was purchasing an apartment. Okay. Anyway, time's getting closer and closer for him to close on his house. And he gets a phone call, maybe 2 days before he's supposed to close. Gets a phone call, and it's a man, and the man calls him and says, "Rabbi, you don't understand." He says, "My mother is very distraught." What's the issue? The mother's very distraught. Her husband passed away. Her lease is over. They're asking her to leave. She doesn't want to leave. She just had all these difficult things happening with her family. I can't leave now, but they have someone else, so they want to sell it, whatever the case is. So they're telling her, lease is up, it's time to go. And this man is saying to the rabbi, it's very difficult, I can't believe it, how could such a thing happen? How could they do such a thing? Don't they realize give us an extension, give us some time. Anyway, the rabbi listens to the phone call. He says, "You're 100% right." He tries to calm them down. He tries to relax them. Maybe I can get involved, this, that, and the other. Anyway, this is the end of the rabbi's phone call. Later that day, the rabbi's phone rings again. Picks up the phone, and who is it? It's the landlord of the house that he's closing on. And the landlord says, "Mechila, I'm so sorry, I know we're supposed to close tomorrow. But unfortunately, the person that's in the house, she's not well, she's an elderly woman, she's very, very sick. So even though you have the right to close on the time and you could throw her out, please, we're asking for clemency for an extension." Now, in the rabbi's head, that he'd already established that a person who could do this to someone is a villain, that they would not let them wait a little bit more time. That person's a Rasha Merusha. He's the worst type of person. What happens now? Who's the Rasha in the story? Him. So Borei Olam gave him the story, gave him the illustration, in order to make him see, to make him feel. Otherwise, what would have happened? The rabbi would have heard the case, would have went to the shelf, looked up in Yabi'a Omer, turned 16 pages in, Hilchot, Shchenim. So what's the halakha? Oh, I'm so sorry. The halakha here says, Siman, I'm one of them, the halakha. But because he was a Rasha Merusha, by his own definition. So what did it give him? It gave him the ability to see himself in that way. That's the power of a story.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org